What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and here's my review on episode 5 of the AMC series, Fear the Walking Dead. Let's get this party started. So, spoiler alert if you haven't been following Fear the Walking Dead at all, this is going to be a review on episode 5 of Fear the Walking Dead, and it was titled Cobalt. Cobalt? I'm sorry, I'm having a tough time pronouncing that word. Cobalt. And it aired last Sunday, so sorry that this is a late review. So, what's been happening so far? This is going to be just a short summary and what stood out to me about this episode, not exactly everything that went on in it. So, as you all know, if you all watch the show, what happened so far is Nick has been taken away to the military command post along with Griselda, the one who had the injured leg, and she was taken there because of her injured leg. And it turns out that there's a lot of injuries at the military command post. And the military command post, it seems to be semi-functioning, but yeah, it's bound to fail eventually. This episode was actually quite intense. I don't know if it was as intense as the dog. No, it wasn't really as intense as the dog. But what stood out to me was when Travis goes out with the military members outside the safe zone walls, and they tell him how to kill the zombies. You have to shoot them in the head, and they give him a sniper rifle because they see a zombie at the donut shop. The zombie her name was Kimberly. That's what the zombie's name was. I'm not sure what the actress's name is. I think her name is Tammy or something. But in the episode, the zombie was named Kimberly because she was wearing a name tag, and she was pretty creepy looking and pretty decomposed. And you could see the bite mark on her arm. And it was so sad to see her because how she looked at him and how he was able to see the bite mark on her arm. And then once he saw the name tag, Kimberly, on her, he was like, no, I can't kill her. I know that zombie's name. And then one of the military guys just took the sniper rifle and shot her in the face and killed her anyway. Because you can't let them walk around like that. Put them out of their misery. Well, the zombies on the show. I hope you all understand that that's what I'm talking about, so, yeah, but not in real life. Actually, not at all, but you guys get what I'm saying. So, I also loved the scenes with Alicia, especially the scene when she was riding her pink bike, because she looked so adorable in that scene, and she looked really pretty when her and Chris went into the rich people's house, and she was trying on their clothes and everything. For some strange reason, she kind of reminded me I know a lot of you guys might get mad at me for saying this. She reminded me of just a snitch version of Miley Cyrus, just a really small version because of her face and her hair and everything. But I know she's not Miley Cyrus at all. That would have been weird if they casted her to play that part. But they didn't. I actually think that Alicia, well, yeah, she's adorable, but I don't think that Alicia is going to die. I honestly think that Alicia, out of all of them, Alicia is the toughest one. Even tougher than Daniel Salazar. Well, Daniel Salazar is a little too tough, but Alicia is not too tough. I mean, think about it. She lost a lot more than everyone else. I mean, even before the zombie outbreak, she lost her father, and she also lost her boyfriend, and she also lost her babysitter, Susan. And she felt bad for Susan because she snuck in there and she read Susan's suicide note. Now we officially know that Susan has committed suicide. She read Susan's suicide note and she felt really bad for her and everything. And I thought that was really sad too. But I think that's just going to make Alicia stronger. Just like Sasha from The Walking Dead. She lost her brother Tyrese, and she also lost her boyfriend Bob. And look how it made her stronger. She's kind of nuts, but that's going to help her survive. I know it will. So, what's next? Oh yeah, Griselda eventually died of her leg injury. She had to have it amputated, but she died because of the shock, kind of like Lori from The Walking Dead. And I did feel bad for Griselda, but her death scene wasn't nearly as sad as I thought it was going to be, so I'm happy about that. Like, before she died, she was mumbling stuff in Spanish, and she was looking up, and they had subtitles, that's how I understood it. But I actually understood some of the words because I was an A-plus student in Spanish, but we're getting off topic. She was apologizing to God for all the sins she committed and everything, and then she just died, and then Bethany and Lisa were there, and Bethany got her little gun and she shot her in the head because they had to put her down. So that's one thing that they know, that you can die even if you die and you're not bitten, you will still reanimate. It's good that they know that. That's one thing that they have all these survivors have on them, but still, not all of them might actually know that, so that might be a little dangerous. But at least they know that, though. That's not just an infection, that you can only get it if you're bitten, that they're all infected. So, I still wanted Griselda to live, but it's The Walking Dead. The people who you want alive, they don't always live anyway. I also think Daniel Salazar was being a jerk because how he was keeping Andrew Adams as captive. I mean, even though Andrew Adams is with the military people, and all the military people are kind of stupid, and all the military people are kind of jerks, I don't think that he deserves to be tied up and tortured like that. I mean, because it's not his decision and everything, and he doesn't really know much either. And how he was cutting up Andrew's arm and everything, I thought that was a little over the top. Plus, he's too overly protective over his daughter Ophelia. So I really think that because of that, I think Daniel Salazar is going to eventually die. Because I see a governor thing going on with him. He doesn't trust anyone. He's torturing someone, being inhumane. I definitely think he's going to die in the season finale of Fear the Walking Dead. He better. So, based on everything that happened in this episode, overall, I think the military, they will not be able to stand long against the zombies, and I think the zombies will eventually take over the safe zone, and I'm actually glad that's happening, because it would be boring if they stayed in the gated community for the rest of season 1, even though there's only one episode left. But even if they were still there in season 2, it would still be boring. There needs to be more stuff happening. I mean, more people died in Scream Queens than they did on Fear the Walking Dead. It's true. But, yeah, I want to see some more zombie action, some more intense stuff going on. And I hope that Alicia, Chris, Travis, Madison, and anyone else who survives, I hope they all eventually leave the safe zone. I honestly think they're planning to leave the safe zone, so I hope they all do. Now, who I think will live or die? I don't think Alicia will die. I don't think Nick will die, but it is possible, but I don't think this soon, because he was one of the first people to be shown on Fear the Walking Dead. I don't think Maddie or Travis could possibly die, but it's unlikely for them to be killed off this soon. But I wouldn't care if they died, because I don't like either one of them. But it's possible that they might die. I literally think that, in an objective way. I think it's possible that they might die. Chris most likely won't die, because he seems kind of like the smart, quiet kid. Like, we haven't really seen, like, too much of him, but we've seen quite a bit of him. But I don't think he's going to die this soon. I definitely think Daniel will die, but I don't think his daughter Ophelia will die. But I definitely think Daniel will die, because we need to see more character development for Ophelia. But even if she doesn't have any character development, they could kill her off anytime they want to. They can kill any of these characters off anytime they want to. But I don't think Ophelia will be killed off. I think Daniel will be killed off. And also, Andrew Adams might die from his injuries of how Daniel was torturing him. I think what will happen, how Daniel and Andrew will die, Andrew will eventually bleed out, because you saw how mutilated his arm was. Andrew will eventually bleed out. He'll reanimate. Somehow, Daniel will walk in, and then he might accidentally end up getting too close to to Andrew, even though Andrew's like taped to the chair and everything. Andrew will fall forward. He might knock Daniel down, and he might bite him on the leg, and then he'll turn into a zombie, unless if he cuts it off like Herschel, but he probably won't be smart enough to do that at all. So that's how Daniel might die, and that's how Andrew might die, and I hope that does happen, but it most likely won't happen that way. But I think Daniel's definitely gonna die, and I think everyone else there, like the military and the officers, I think they're all dead meat, except for Bethany. I don't think she'll be killed off this soon. I don't think she's going to die in the next episode. But I'm kind of convinced that she might die in Season 2. And if she dies in the next episode, I won't be that surprised at all. So that is it. That is my review for Episode 5 of the AMC series, Fear the Walking Dead. Please share your thoughts in the comments section and tell me what you think of it. And, yeah, because that's the whole point of my videos, to start a conversation with you guys. So, please let me know. Do you agree with everything I said? Do you disagree with everything I said? Just type it in the comments section. So, yeah, please make sure to do that. So, that's basically it. So, don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Tumblr, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and to my main channel. So, please don't forget that either. And that's it. So, peace out, people.